Maybe you should go play Pokemon. You need to take this aggression
Oh my
somewhere
god,
else.
there's no aggression. Whatever. Anyway, we're talking about
It's
episode.
your filter.
We're talking about episode 5. Wait, is it 5?
5, yeah.
Yeah, 5.
5. Marvel Zombies, I guess. It's not really Marvel Zombies, which I was happy about, but at the same time, like, man, like this whole episode, like, I'm not gonna lie, this episode was not great in the latest for me anyway. I did not enjoy this at all. It was kind of boring, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And some of it just didn't make no damn sense. And we'll get into the spoilers and all that, John, but we'll get initial thoughts. Got my initial thoughts. Isaac, what are your initial thoughts?
I won't say I hated it, and I didn't severely dislike it. I was bored. And it's probably because like I'm suffering from zombie overload, perhaps, or just,
zombie fatigue.
I've seen way too much zombie shit, and maybe 15% of it is actually good. The other like 85%, if I'm doing my math correctly, is all the same. I thought this Marvel thing was going to be a little bit different, and it kind of wasn't. And like Walt said, a lot of it didn't make no damn sense. I got gripes. We'll talk about it.
I got major gripes. JR, your initial thoughts.
I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't go darker with this. I feel like they should have went a little darker, but because it's like
how much darker do you? People were getting cut in half. How much more darker do you?
But they were zombies. They were zombies. Of course, they're gonna be cut in half. I'm talking about like the human aspect of it. I wanted to see more of like. Well, we'll get into it. Like that's spoiler territory, but there was a scene that I know that they got from the comics because that actually happened, and I was like, oh, damn, they brought up this. Okay, what are they gonna do with it? And I'm like, well, that's dumb. Could have gone more with that.
All right.
But yeah, overall, very disappointing.
All right. Well then, you know what the drill is. We about to get into spoilers. So if you ain't seen the episode or whatnot, we appreciate you listening to our lovely voices and all that, John. And we wish you a wonderful, beautiful day. Come back, pause it, go watch the episode, come back, and then hear the rest of our 2 cents on this, because we about to. At least I'm about to rip this thing a shred.
And if you're like Walt and don't care about spoilers, welcome. And I don't care for you.
Oh, jeez. What'd you welcome them for and then tell them to go fuck themselves? What the hell?
I'm just voicing my opinion, man.
Sheesh.
Anyway. So we get. Apparently, this is happening right at the beginning of Infinity War.
Yeah.
Because Hulk.
I don't know.
Hulk gets sent back and everything like that. My number one gripe. Not one time did Bruce say, "Hey man, there's this dude named Thanos. He's coming to Earth." Not one time did he say that.
I mean, they're handling another crisis that's.
Not one time did he tell them like, "Hey man, Thanos, this dude, he got the gauntlet and everything."
Thanos when we fix up this shit. Maybe he'll fix it for us, but
he coming.
He doesn't.
He's coming here, so we might want to worry about that too. Just saying. Just saying. Like that. No, that's one of my biggest gripes, because when you get it at the end of the episode and everything, like you think everything is hunky dory and it's gonna be at least good ending, Nah, man. This man Thanos is in Wakanda, and he's a zombie, and he got the gauntlet. He got all the stones but one. And I was just like, well, damn, that means y'all lost.
You're cutting out. I can't hear nothing. Hold on.
Hello?
Yeah.
Well, what was that? Were you saying something? You were cutting out like really bad.
You were cutting out on my end.
Okay, so it's
I don't know.
both our fault then.
Isaac? Oh, Isaac is just dead.
What the fuck? What is going on? Hold on. Let me.
Well, anyway, I was just saying, like, the whole Thanos thing was the thing that really bothered the hell out of me. That really bothered me.
Yeah, like I don't know if you got this question, but why was he in Wakanda in the first place?
Yeah. Well,
there wasn't a stone there at all.
Yeah, you're totally right on that one. There wasn't a stone in there. There wasn't a stone there, so there was no reason for him to be in Wakanda. Because when he appeared, the only reason he appeared in Wakanda at the time was because there was a stone there. He automatically teleported to the stone, not to Wakanda. So like that didn't make no damn sense right there.
And who the fuck bit him?
Yeah, that's what
turned him into. In fact, how did the virus get to Wakanda in the first place? Like, isn't it secluded?
That's what T'Challa was saying. He was like, well, Wakanda, and well, not even T'Challa, Okoye was saying that. She was like, yeah, Wakanda is the last stronghold. It's the safest place on Earth right now. But nah, man, it's not, because it didn't make sense. Because like you see the gate, you see the wall, and you see people trying to get in the wall, but that man Thanos is in Wakanda, and there's a bunch of zombies and stuff around him.
It was like outside the wall that those people were. I thought it was inside the wall.
No, those people were outside the wall. Inside the wall was Wakanda, and Thanos was like right there.
Doesn't make no.
Yeah, it didn't make no sense either, because like for the Hulk thing, so apparently Hulk is immune to this bite thing because they can't bite him.
Right.
So I was just like, put that on par. I was like, well then shouldn't Thanos have been like that too?
I mean, he can get cut.
Yeah, but it takes a lot.
Yeah.
And that was special type of metal that cut him.
Right. So it still doesn't make sense. Man, I don't know.
Isaac, what are your gripes?
Well, like my number one gripe is so when Hope gets cut and they're like, oh, she's getting ready to turn. She's like, don't worry, I'll make myself useful. I'll get you over this horde of zombies, and then that'll be that, right? Whose bright idea was it to just leave her there and not finish her off? Like, she said in the train, you know what to do. Like, you guys are so fucking stupid. You have a Hulk, you have Spider-Man, and you have, who else was there? You have Bucky. Bucky could have been shot her in the head, and it would have been fine. But no, now you got to deal with a zombie kaiju on your way out of this base. Great job, guys.
Yeah.
superb teamwork.
My biggest thing on that one was I was like, why y'all just didn't take her suit? Somebody could have took her suit, put it on themselves, and then they could have got
rid of the helmet.
They could have got big. I just don't understand why y'all just didn't take her suit. Without the suit, she can't get big.
Yeah, just ding mess up the helmet. Like without the helmet, the suit doesn't work as well.
It's just this episode was just like, let's see who can we kill. Who can we kill with a zombie virus? And it was just like they had a board of characters, and they started marking them like, we want this person to die with these zombies. We want this person to die with these zombies. We'll let these people live, but we'll give them no hope by the end of the episode. What the hell is this?
My biggest thing is, how did they get Tony Stark? He was in his armor. How did they bite him? And
I'm confused about that too.
How the hell did they bite Doctor Strange?
I don't know. Like, we know how Cap got bit. Like, he got bit by a tiny Hank Pym. And I was like, huh. That's sort of a comic book way for them to turn into a zombie.
Yeah.
I mean, Hank Pym could have went into Stark's suit, and then he could have been turned, like, at that point.
And then maybe, I don't know.
Could he really get into his suit like that? Because at the time,
I don't know.
At the time, that suit,
have no idea.
His suit was the little extremist thing. Like, can you really get into that man's suit like that?
I don't know. I just remember that Ant-Man at one point got into his suit, and I'm just taking information from that. I don't know about this new suit, so. I don't know if it's possible. He might have had safeguards for that shit. Man, I don't know. The more I think about it, the less it makes sense.
It's just not a good episode.
It really isn't.
Because this was the episode Spider-Man finally showed up, and I was excited, and then he could not have showed up in a worse episode.
The thing about the Spider-Man thing was like, okay, I get y'all didn't use Tom Holland as the voice actor and everything, but like,
what do you make him look like that for then?
There's that, but I'm just like, he only had his mask on once. The rest of the episode, he was maskless. I'm like, why?
I mean, there's no reason for the whole world and shit.
It's better for him to have his mask on because then he can't get bit in the face.
I mean, okay,
there it is. That's a
good point. Okay,
yeah,
that's also
because
a good point,
the suit he had on was the Stark suit.
Why doesn't he have the iron? Oh, he didn't have the Iron Spider suit yet. Damn. Shit.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
No, he didn't get that yet. He didn't get that until Infinity War.
Until he was going to space with Stark.
Yeah, that's right.
Damn, that would have been useful.
Man, I said, there's just
shit.
There's just a lot of stuff that didn't make sense.
There is like the whole Vision thing. There are parts of that I feel like they could have gone better with. I don't know how, but they probably could have. If it was a better episode, I would have been like sad throughout that, but I was like more confused than sad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the part where they took from the comics that I told you about, it was when T'Challa was amputated.
Yeah, as soon as I saw him on the operating table, I was like, wow. Of all the things that you could have grabbed from the Marvel Zombies comics, you picked that? Good choice, guys.
I know.
Really good choice.
It's such a fucked up thing. Oh, man.
And then one of the last lines we have to hear T'Challa say is, in my culture, death is not the end. Like,
yeah,
that hurt. I hated that.
yeah. Is that still Chadwick Boseman?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's him.
Okay, that was him. Okay.
That's another thing why it hurt. Hearing him say that was just like too soon.
Yeah.
That's way too soon.
And you put him in a zombie episode, so that has like a different meaning altogether.
So, and then, I feel like another gripe that I have still has to do with Hope for some reason. You see how that bitch just ducked and let Scott get bit? I was like,
Oh yeah.
way to be a team player.
Hey man,
He was just like,
I don't
"No,"
blame
and
him.
then Scott.
I don't blame
That shit
him.
was fucked up. I was like, damn, that's wow. It's starting to be a horror movie. Like you see him, that shot of him like grasping on the glass while he's dying, and I'm like, oh jeez.
Was that Paul Rudd? Am I imagining things?
Yeah.
or
Yeah, that was
Yeah, it was
Paul
Paul
Rudd.
Rudd.
Okay.
Yeah.
As the head.
I
As the-
didn't.
I was not.
watch the
I was
credits.
expecting him-
I was ready to be done with it. So
Yeah, I saw him in the credits, and I was like, did they really just bring Paul Rudd back so he could scream to death?
to be ahead,
That would be, yeah, that would be fucked up if that was it. But no, they brought him back as a hit. I was like, okay, I actually enjoy this part.
Yeah.
But like I said, it could have gone a little bit. They just give us like a little flash of hopelessness with Thanos being a zombie, and that was it. I was like, no, I want to see how that plays.
There's so much like we didn't see Fury, so like we don't know if he's still around or if he's still alive or he was a zombie or anything like that. Because like
I would feel like he would be alive.
Captain
against all the
Marvel,
odds.
Captain Marvel is still a thing. She didn't show up yet. I mean, I'm assuming at that point, Thor would have showed up with Groot and Rocket. So,
In theory, yeah.
So there's that, but like I don't know. Like this whole episode wasn't great to me. It wasn't like the entire time I just was like, is it over yet?
Yeah, that's usually the worst part when I start checking the time, like how much of this episode I got left. I'm like, all right, this is not fun.
And then apparently Hulk is as strong as Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah, he was throwing punches with her. How about that? Cool.
Yeah. Thing.
I don't know. We'll get into the scores so we can wrap this up. I haven't said much.
I have no idea.
He's probably, unless Scarlet Witch killed him, which is a distinct possibility.
So that's another question I have. This episode totally ended off like there's going to be a part 2 of this. Is that a thing? Are we getting part 2, or is there?
I don't know.
I really hope there's not.
I don't know if we're
I
gonna
really
get a
hope
part
there's
2,
not.
but I know there is supposed to be like a Universal Avengers type thing happening. Whether or not the people from the zombie part comes there, or this was just a one-off episode that because people wanted Marvel Zombies, and they gave us cinematic universe Marvel Zombies. So I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? But
Could have done it better.
Isaac, what's your score out of 5?
A 1. I hate being this down about shit because you know I like hyping stuff up. But this is a 1.
JR.
You're allowed to be. You're allowed to be.
JR. Out of 5.
Get up with 2, but that's it.
A 2.
Yeah, just a measly 2.
Well, I gotta go with Isaac on this one. It gets a 1. That's only just because Spider-Man survived. We got that cool moment where he got the cape. So there's that.
Really misled us with the cape.
I thought the cape and him were going to be
yeah.
a thing for a long time in that episode. I saw it happen once.
Yeah, I thought so too, but like it wasn't. And then like when Hope low-key was like, yeah, you'll grow into it. I was like, what?
I was like,
But no.
Yeah, you should keep it.
Huh? Okay,
But no,
cool.
they give it to
Thanks.
the head.
But yeah. I guess down below you tell us what you thought about the episode. If we're too harsh on the episode, or was this just not the best? Or was this the strongest of the 5 episodes? We got 3 more episodes. I think it's 3. Is it 3 or 4 more episodes left? And yeah, as we always say, show your attitude, you wonderful, beautiful nerd. Deuces.